Let's go through note values. So a quick warning, we're going to use some mathematics, but very simple stuff. This is my pi. If I cut it in half, I get halves. If I cut it in four, I get quarters, eighths, and so on. And we're going to use, as you can see, the powers of 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, and so on. That's all we're going to use. So this is a note, and if I place a note to the right of it, it's going to be played after. But this is not based on the amount of space that's in between, because that would be quite annoying to read. Instead, we wait for this note to finish, and then we play this one. Speaking of this note, this is the base unit, the whole note. It's whole, so it's our entire pi, or we could use the number 1. And the British like to call it the semi-brave. This is half of the pi, or the half note, the minim in British. This is our quarter note, which is a quarter of the pi, or the crotchet in British. The eighth note is the eighth of the pi, and the British like to call it quaver. The 16th note is a demi-quaver in British. And now we're starting to venture into territory that we rarely use. 32nd note, demi-semi-quaver. 64th note, it keeps going on, hemi-demi-semi-quaver. They've now used all the different adjectives they can use to say half. So let's see how they manage the next one. Well, they just repeat semi. So it's the semi, hemi, demi, semi-quaver. But this is something you'll never use. Let me, though, just for fun, show you the last one. The demi, semi, hemi, demi, semi-quaver. Quite the tongue twister, this one. And so because we're dealing with fractions, we can do this really simple tree. This is our base unit, our whole note. And that whole note we can split into half notes. And each of these half notes we can split in a quarter note. So in a whole note, there is actually 4 quarter notes, each of which we can divide into 8 notes or quavers, and so on. It goes on and on and on, and I don't have the time to write all of this down. It would take me ages. So now we know the relationships between each of these notes, but we still don't exactly know how long they are. How much is this worth? As soon as we know this, we know everything. Well, the answer to that lies in a video called Tempo Markings, and I'll see you there. Thank you very much for watching.